This video is to help you with using the remote assessment guide. They are recommended steps to completing a risk assessment for students involved in remote learning. We're going to focus on the EasyCBM HMH site. There are two EasyCBM sites. The reason that we use two is one site has resources for K-6 and one site goes up through 8th grade. This site is what most of our district schools use, but we do have individual sites or individual logins for the HMH site. And those will be for Shelby Middle and for Crest Middle. Shelby Middle, I believe, uses the reading and the math on the HMH site, and I believe Crest Middle just uses the math. The student assessment links that you'll want to share with your students are linkable here. They are grade level specific, and teacher access are school specific also. So this is the link for the teacher access. Please ask your CTC, your AP, or your MTSS coordinator if you need help with logging in to access your data, okay? So another tool that you'll want to be aware of is there is an administration guide, this right here, assessment overview and administration guide. So you can see here, this is an overview just to give you an idea of the steps involved in completing the assessment. And then this is a document for a script really for reading to students on the day of the assessment administration. So we're going to look at the remote assessment guide and we'll refer back to those documents. One more thing to show you is on the MTSS webpage, if you go to the risk assessment resources page and scroll down, you'll see some of these same resources. There's the assessment overview and script for the HMH platform, and there's the document that outlines the difference in the two schools, or the two sites, and the schools that use that. So if we take a look at the remote assessment guide, the first recommended step is to prepare your students and parents. So to connect with your parents, first we recommend that you ask parents and students to join you for a Google Meet session, perhaps schedule more than one option, or send a video. Something that explains the purpose and the process of your literacy or math skill assessments to parents and students. So this can be one-on-one or it can be a large group at a time. Just let them know ahead of time when you'll be assessing and ask them to plan to be sitting with their child to provide assistance with navigating and troubleshooting, but of course not answering questions. And then schedule a specific date and time of the assessment with students and parents. And then we have some steps for options of either a one-on-one assessment or a small group assessment. So for the one-on-one assessment, the pros for this method would be that you can monitor and troubleshoot more easily, but of course it's a little more time consuming assessing one student at a time. So we recommend here that you do practice sharing and unsharing a window in Google Meet. If you're assessing one at a time, one benefit would be them sharing their window with you so you can follow along as they are completing the assessment and help with troubleshooting. Use the documents available to help prepare students for assessment so that administration, right up here, the assessment overview would be the document to go over with students so they know what to anticipate in completing the assessment. And then check to be sure that students are able to navigate to ClassLink and log into the assessment platform you're using. So here you can see here's ClassLink and their icon will look like this. This is where they can navigate to log in, and the the assessment overview gives directions for how students can log in to complete their assessment. So then on the day of the assessment, the directions would be to direct them to open a new tab and share that window with you so that you can follow along as they assess. Navigate to ClassLink and log into the assessment platform. Read to them the available assessment script that I showed you just a moment ago for the assessment, and then you can observe the student completing the assessment. And then you can check the score report. If you have that maybe logged in on another tab, when you see the score, then you know they've completed the assessment and you can end the session. Now, since most of you are middle school that use this assessment platform, you probably can do a small group assessment of 3 to 5 students. The pros of that is definitely less time consuming. If you anticipate that you'll have to be troubleshooting, that could be a con, because if you have multiple students that you're needing to help, that can make for not so smooth of an assessment session. So just know the pros and cons before you make your decision. And if you prepare the students well, that should probably go pretty smoothly. So if you have a small group, you just won't be able to share windows, is really the main difference here. But you'll use those same documents to prepare the students, go through the overview so they know what to expect, make sure they're able to navigate to ClassLink and log into the assessment platform. And then during the assessment, have them open a tab, navigate to ClassLink and log into the assessment platform, read the assessment script, allow them to complete the assessment, and be available for questions and for troubleshooting help. I would recommend you have them drop something in the chat so that it doesn't disturb the others who are taking their assessment. And then again, check that score report, see if the students completed the assessment. So of course, trying to collect data remotely is not an easy task, but we try to help create this guide so that you have some options and some steps that you can follow to hopefully make it an easier process for you for collecting that beginning of the year assessment data for your students that are indicating risk, and to monitor them monthly through the school year. So if you have any questions about this, you can email me at ggold@clevelandcountyschools.org, or you can call me at 8087. So thank you for your time. Hope that this is helpful. Wish you the best of luck this school year, and hope you have a great day. Thanks.